guitar I ever bought with my own money. I spent 4 months working a crappy job at a veterinarian clinic to save up to buy my very first Fender American Stratocaster, and I've had it since. And I've only owned 2 guitars in my life, and this is one of them, and it's beautiful. I love it. No other sound like it. Fender makes quite possibly the best guitar I've ever heard and will ever hear, and it's really nothing else like it.
How does it work?
How does my Fender work?
Yeah.
It's basically pretty easy. It's got a 5 toggle switch, which goes from up to the bridge in the middle to get that one, the saddle on the back, or you can do like a humbucker thing where it uses both, or there for both of those. No tone, volume, and so forth. I did, however, change out the pick guard because I had to black out my soul, apparently. But it's great. And this is also the first Fender amp I ever bought with my own money, anything that wasn't given to me. And I've had this almost as long as I've had my guitar. It's a solid state, unfortunately, but it still has amazing sound. And the coolest part is that it doesn't have to warm up. You get the relative quick sound of the Fender Deluxe Reverb without the tubes and the price. Other than that, what turned me on to Fender? I mean, other than like the obvious Jimi Hendrix playing his upside down Strat, or like Mike McCready, or David Gilmour, just The Edge, just anyone playing a Strat and just having that twang is really something else. What always surprised me was seeing like smaller piece bands, and you'd hear this huge sound, and you'd look around to see like how many guitarists were playing. They're all guitarists.
My name is Matt. I'm the bassist for a band called Language Room. This is my Fender Precision Bass. This is my baby, the one that gets me around. Right here, these are my newest additions. This is my Fender 1200 watt tube amp. It's carries this big bad boy right here. It's got 8 tens. Fender is probably one of the best versatile instruments that you could play, whether it's guitar, electric guitars, bass, amps especially. Right here we got your vintage tube tone, you got your regular tones, and then you have your overdrive, which is pretty much, you can click it here or you can click it down here on the pedal, which is really cool. If you're a bass player of any caliber, I suggest Fender bass amps or Fender guitars. They're just all around.
I'd sing 10,000 words to say this, or cry.
Hey, I'm Todd with Language Room. I'm going to talk about Fender guitars and amps. Let's start with Jazzmaster. This is the Elvis Costello model. I got this a few months ago. It's pretty much one of the most versatile guitars that you could actually get. Of course, it's modeled after Elvis Costello, and the guitar that he plays. Basically, it looks really complicated, but it's actually pretty simple to use. It's basically 2 guitars that are separated right here in the middle. This switch right here determines which part of the guitar you're going to use. When it's flipped up, you're using these tone controls right here to play. So this one right here is the volume. And this tone pot right here rolls off the treble. You flip it down and you get full control of the pickup selector right here and these tone knobs. The volume knob and tone, of course. When it's flipped back here, you're using the back pickup. Forward, you're using the front pickup. And in the middle, you're using both. So you really have a lot of control over any kind of tone that you'd want on this guitar. I love the look of the Telly and the way it cuts through the mix. No matter what, when you're playing a Telly, you're going to be heard. This one is the Jim Adkins model. You know Jim Adkins from Jimmy Eat World. Fender designed this model with him, with the P90 pickups in it and the pickup selector right here. And it works the same as normal P90s do with the pickup selector and the tone knobs back here. You have a volume and a tone for each pickup. If it's flipped down, this volume and this tone knob affect your sound. If it's flipped up, this one does, and in the middle, they both work. And this guitar is for your big, like huge songs that you want a lot of distortion. And this is my baby, this one right here. I play this guitar more than any other guitar that I own. It is a 52 reissue Telly. It's got the copper saddles that help keep it in tune, and this is a good indication that it's a vintage guitar. It's used a lot in country, but it's a great rock guitar as well. So. That's just straight into my amp with no distortion or anything like that. It's got a lot of tone control. The lipstick pickup right here is really great to get those warm tones. You just flip it forward and it's on the lipstick. In the middle you're using both, and in the back you've got the bigger sound, kind of like if you want to dig in. And the great thing about this guitar is it's really responsive to your hands. So if you want to play light and get, kind of like a mellower sound. Or you could dig in. So it's a really versatile guitar as well. Fender is a great company with really great professional gear. I'd recommend Strats, Tellys, Fender Twin, Fender Deluxe amps to anybody, whether you're a beginner or a pro. I've been playing Fender all my life. My first guitar was a Fender Strat, and I'll continue to play it for the rest of my life too. So I'd recommend it to anybody. And yeah, so Todd, Mike,